Do you have any?
Welcome to the Crowned Medium with your host, Lorenda Carr.
Hello, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Happy almost Halloween. We're getting everything set up, everything going, everything rolling. How's everybody doing? Hello. Happy almost Halloween. Oh, I don't have my crown on. What the heck? What am I doing with my life right now? There we go. Now we're ready. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Lori. Hello. Pull everything up here. Hello, Jazz. Hello, Kara. Good morning. Oh my gosh, I've missed your face, Kara. How are you? So we've got everybody on all the platforms here. Happy almost Halloween. Hi, Ladora. How's everybody doing? Look, I'm learning things. Carrie taught me things. I learned how to do that and that. I'm learning. For those of you in not TikTok world, I'm learning how to do the banners on things. So how is everyone? All right, I gotta hear what are your plans? What are you guys doing for Halloween? Good morning, Amy. Good morning. And I see Lucas is popping in over there on Instagram. Good morning. So make sure you guys are doing all the engaging, the tapping over on, how the TikTok works, right? You got to tap and do the things, right? Good morning, Leslie. Oh, wait, watch her from the hospital. Hopefully you just work there and it's not because you're there. Good morning, Tammy. Hello. So, thank you for being part of my team, friends. Thank you. Hi, Raven. Good morning. It's almost Halloween. All right. So listen, I'm such a sucker for buying things that my students want me to buy. Oh, fun, Lori. Good morning, Roxanne. Hi, Rose. Hello. Wait, are you guys out in the wild together? I saw like a video clip or some sort of video clip. Are you guys out doing an event right now? I'm telling you, the TikTok algorithm is like really bizarre right now because I'm not getting notifications. My stuff's not getting pushed out. I'm not seeing other people's posts unless I actively go there. There are people that I know go live all the time and I'm not seeing the notifications. So just curious. So over there in the Instagram world, I'm good, Lucas. All right. So listen, yeah, right, Raven. Like nothing has been coming up, and my views on Instagram and all my platforms have just like bottomed out, and it's bizarre. Like I averaged about 20,000 views a month on my Instagram account, my professional Instagram account. I'm down. It's every day tanking. I'm down to about 7,000, I think. And that numbers don't matter, I guess, in the big picture. It's if I'm looking at it from a business point of view, they're putting a lid on things, and it's lessening my ability to market things. So driving home from Tennessee right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't see any of the things you guys did. Isn't that crazy? I think that's crazy. But I hope you had a great event. There is a lid on a lot of things, I feel, especially in this space. Yes, agreed, Raven. So hopefully things kind of even out a little bit. I don't know. I think it's all bizarre. The energy overall is crazy. You guys, oh my gosh, I have to tell you about this crazy thing that happened to me. Y'all are into crazy things, right? Right. The answer is yes. There's been a lot of crazy things happened this week, but I actually got a call from someone, a lady, a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "Hey, my boss needs." I can't remember what she said. It was so bizarre. Like, my boss needs somebody to come and look at his house for spirits or something like that. And I was like, wait, okay. Or like, what would she say? It wasn't spirits. It was really vague. Now keep in mind, I own a dance studio and I own my spiritual business. I had no idea who this lady was, what business she was addressing. And she's like, and I was like, okay, I'm going to need you to explain further. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, is this for, does he want dance lessons? Does you want like, what are we talking about mediumship? But she did after this. She said after that, but the initial thing that she said was kind of weird. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." She goes, "You are a medium, right?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I said, "I just didn't know which business you were addressing." She was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." She's so nice. And so after a lot of phone tag, she just said my boss would like somebody to come and check out the house, the tap dancing poltergeist removal. That's genius, actually, Roger. I'm going to tap dance until the spirits are like, "Oh my God, make it stop." So she's like, "He's just really, really busy and I do all his scheduling." I'm like, goals, life goals. That's my life goals is I want to be so busy that and making so much money. This is my Caradwin crown, Tammy, or Nevermore Aries. Sorry. This is my Caradwin crown. I knew you could appreciate this. It gives me strength and power. Side note, I will be going. Okay, I'm just making sure. I can share my information with her, with you. Remind me of that. I'll share my crown lady. She's awesome. My dragon crown has not arrived. Now, if I get a notification, then I will be taking a moment to go get it from my porch. It's supposed to be delivered today. I have my French fry crown. Anyway, let me go back to my story. I'm so easily sidetracked. Anyway, later after this live, by the way, make sure you tune back in because I'm actually going to be going live with Nevermore Aries on her page. I know, right, Sydney? I'm so excited. So I'll be going live with her on her page, but not for the things you would think we're going to be talking about. We're just going to be talking about some stuff, and we have another guest that's going to be on there. So, and I'm not going to give too much away. I want you all to set your alarm. I'm going to be joining probably about 12:15ish. So once I finish up this live, I'm going to go, potty break, re-up on the caffeine. Probably, I'm going to probably need to calm down. But it's going to be an interesting live. I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. It's going to be fine. So make sure you tune in. I know. Thank you. I always forget that I have this. I only wear this at this time of year. It's a Betsey Johnson. I've had it for years. Okay, cool. But all of you need to tune in because first of all, Nevermore Aries, aka Tammy, is a badass, amazing person. If you're not following her, please do. And I said the words out to her today. I trust you 100%. Those of you who know me know that doesn't happen. So I adore her. She's awesome. Anyway, back to my cool story. So we ended up playing phone tag and this weird back and forth. And she never did tell me, I know, right? She never told me his name. She did finally tell me his name, but I didn't want to look anything up. And actually he lived locally. She told me his name. I'll just say first name, Tom. Okay. But my friends were like, this is weird. We don't trust this. You're just going to roll up into somebody's house that you don't know. And you've got a secretary calling you. Seems bizarre. I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't get a bad feeling about it. And I said, you all Google his name. I don't want to see his name. I don't want to know anything. And I told, she had told me the area that the house was in. I said, but just for integrity purposes, don't send me the address until like half an hour before. So because I didn't want anybody to think that I was going to do any digging on the property or, like any, I wanted to go in blind. I genuinely wanted to go in blind. And I told him that too. I said, it's not my wheelhouse to go like investigate houses necessarily. Um, so if nothing comes through, then you don't have to worry about paying me because I know they're close enough. Good morning, Lace. It's like you're close enough that it's not like I'm driving an hour out of the way. Um, and cool, right? So fast forward, my friends did investigate. They were like, "Oh yeah, he like is a real estate guy. He's probably looking for somebody to clear houses like on a regular basis." I'm like, okay, whatever. That's all I knew. So I show up to this house. The gated entry, the gated driveway was my first clue of like, oh, this could be fun. The winding road to get to the house. Good morning, Alicia. The winding road to get to the house that's lined in probably 200-year-old trees. It looks like they built when I first pulled in, I was like, this looks like he had all these trees here and just like built the driveway around the trees. Roll up to this house that's like this. I feel like I'm in Europe at a castle, like this big sprawling estate. I'm like, oh, this will be good. This is going to be good. There's a lake off to the right, and then there's construction off to the left where they're building another lake. And I'm like, this is nuts. And it's on a busy road in this town. And I'm like, I used to live by there. I've been to events at the event center right there that's across the street. Had no idea that this house was here because it was so far back off the road and the gate was a little bit off the road. Now it was set back a little bit, but it was I'm like driving up going, ooh, life goals to live in a house like this. Like, this is amazing. So his secretary meets me, or his assistant meets me along with two other ladies. And she says, oh, Tom will be along. But on the way there, I got to tell you about what happened. Hi, Kelly. What happened on the way there? And I was like, okay, I'm driving, I'm getting in my zone. And you know how I let spirit dress me. I let spirit pick my music, especially when I'm on my way to go do something like that. And so I say in my head, well, to my spirit guides, I'm like, okay, what do I need to know? What is it that I need to be aware of? And they were like, listen to shamanic music. Okay. Tribal drumming, shamanic. Like, so I'm listening to all this really amazing, cool music on the way over there. It's about a 15-minute drive. And then all of a sudden I see the face of someone that I met at Spirit Fest. Now keep in mind, I don't remember people. I don't remember their names. I might remember a face, but I don't remember names. I don't remember much of anything, especially in the Spirit Fest situation, because I'm doing readings nonstop, right? And so it's like every 15 minutes, I got a new person in my chair for 8 hours a day, 2 days in a row. So I don't remember people. I might remember their face, or if they were to say, like, if there was something special about the reading, I might be like, oh yeah. Okay. Hi, Yessie. On the way there, I get an image of this guy's face in this guy named Tom that I'd met at Spirit Fest. Now, Tom is a very generic name, by the way. I know a lot of Toms. And as a matter of fact, I'm having a meeting with one today that's not him, but somebody else. And I was like, oh, that would be wild. So I get there, he shows up, and it's that guy. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is crazy. I just got to share. Like, I got your image, your face popped into my head before on the way over here. And I said, and he wasn't even registered. He wasn't even scheduled to have a reading with me. That's the crazy part, is this man was not scheduled to have a reading with me. He walks up. I had just got back from lunch. And there was someone on the schedule, and then someone right after that had canceled. No one cancels with me like it at Spirit Fest. That just doesn't happen. And there are no shows. There was a no show and a cancel. And because he walks up and he goes, are you free? And I said, "What are you, I think there's someone named Kim scheduled." And he goes, "I could be Kim if you need me to be." I'm like, "Okay, that's not weird or anything, but let's give Kim a couple minutes." And he said, and I said, "Who's, is there someone, there's someone right after that?" And he said, "Well, it's scratched out." I'm like, "Okay, here we go." So I gave him a couple minutes. I let him sit down. We did a reading. He was, and I said, "Okay, what are you hoping to get out of today?" He says, "I have no idea. I was talking to my friend. She told me I should come up here. I've never ever had a psychic he said, "I've never had a psychic reading, um, or done anything like this." He goes, "I'm just, there's been a lot of changes in my life, and I think I'm just trying to figure some things out. And I drove up here and you were now free, so I'm sitting in your chair." I was like, "Okay, let's go." I proceed to do a reading. I tell him, then he, at the end, he's like, "There's no way." He's like, "There is no way you could have known the things that you've told me." I'm like, I mean, it's what I do. And it's cool. And and he was just like, "This was like amazing. Okay. It was really nice meeting you." I'm like, "Awesome." And then and then he was gone. That was in September. Hi, Todd. Todd says, "I just want to say howdy because I have to get to bed." Oh yeah, because you're in Japan, but wish I could stay up to watch. Oh, well, you can always go back and watch the replay, Todd. You know that. Um, oh, thanks, Alicia. So turns out it's this guy. He's just like normal dress, normal shoes, drives a normal car. He's got this sprawling estate in Carmel, Indiana. Like, and if y'all know Carmel, if you know anything about Carmel, Indiana, like a sprawling estate in Carmel is a pretty big deal. Um, and all he wanted me to do was walk around. I walk into the house, there's art everywhere. Now that just sings to my soul. Like there's art. Like we're talking just like in Europe. In Europe, they don't put like one piece of art on the wall. It is. They don't put just one piece of art on the wall. They cover the walls in art. Like, and that's exactly it. There was art on every shelf, every wall, every space. This house, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you how big this house was. It was gorgeous and it was so well decorated. And like I had this whole appreciation for this house just from an artistic point of view. Yes, we do love art. And so he walks me around his administrator. He's like, I'm gonna go over here. Like, I want you to walk around. You get the lay of land. I don't want to hover. I don't want to influence or anything. He's like, you walk around with my person. And good morning, Lorenda. Um, and so I would go from room to room, and I would feel I would feel stuff, and then all of a sudden I knew there was like a spirit following me. And then there was a dog spirit following me, but there was a child in the house as well. I knew nothing about the land, about the house. It looked like an old house, but a new house. It's like it was built to be that way. But as well established as the property was, I knew that house had been there for a while. Um, Fast forward after I go through the entire house. Hi, Sherry. Um, After fast forward to I go through the entire house, and I'm just kind of talking out loud, and I was trying to explain to him, like, again, this is kind of new to me. I've never done this other than like a paranormal investigation at a public place, right? And even then, I'm usually just the resident tarot reader that people sign up to read with me. I don't do a lot of actual investigating. I haven't done it actively in a long time. And I said, this doesn't feel like it's a haunted house. It's got a very interesting feel to it. It was hard to put into words. So, shake. Oh, look, wait, hold on. It says shake head. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was cool. Uh, and so turns out he had bought this property 20 years ago and built the house on it. But what he did And there, oh, by the way, there were these, again, remember how I said there were massive trees? There was this 200-year-old massive, massive tree. He goes, "Yeah, I told the architect to build around the trees." They wanted me to uproot it and move it. I just told him to be creative. So he built a house around the trees. So, and it was kind of a cool, the way the shape of the house. I mean, from an appreciator of fine art kind of situation, I was in awe of this house because it was just stunning and so well done, so well decorated. The furniture in there, you could tell, was a mix of new stuff and old vintage. Um, and again, he was just like a cool dude, right? So he says, "I want you to come out back." He ended up joining up with us. He's like, "I want you to come out back. Tell me what you feel." And I'm walking around and I said, "Was there a cabin here? Like a yellow cabin? Like Underground Railroad?" Um, because I was getting images, and Lucas, you'll appreciate this. I was getting images in my mind of the cabin that used to be across the street from my house when they were building out this neighborhood. And they discovered when they went to move an old dilapidated barn that there was a 200-year-old cabin in there built by Quakers and part of the Underground Railroad. So they have since like restored that cabin, and it's now part of like a little museum where kids go for field trips. Well, nestled right like 1 block from my studio. It's a cool little place. And actually, Lucas and I have watched the whole process from the beginning to its current state. And so I was getting images of that. And I said, "I feel like there was a cabin like right over here." And he goes, "Funny, you should say that. Walk with me." He proceeds to tell me that it used to be Native American land, and he actually has hired archaeologists to come in, and they've dug up lots of artifacts, and he just wanted to make sure that it was good to, good to be there. It was fine. And so he's been buying up the land all around it so no one else can build. He's like, "I've been buying it up so nobody can build apartments." He goes, "I could have developed it myself," because that's what he does. He said, "But I didn't want it developed. I felt like it was sacred land." I'm like, "That is insane." Were you getting some psychometric energy there? I was a little bit, actually. Yeah, we'll go back to that. I know, right? And he goes, "Follow me." So we go trucking. Thank goodness I wore my tennis shoes instead of like looking cute wearing some dress shoes, because I walked that property for an hour. That's how big it was. So he takes me down a hill, up a hill, and around the corner, because that's how big the place is. And I come into a clearing after some trees, and I look up, and there's a big cabin up on like the stilts. He says, "I just had that moved. There's a cabin and then a small cabin with it." And I heard the number 10. I said, "Do 10 people live in this?" Or there's something about 10. I said, "Look and see." Hi, Jesse. I was like, "Look, and do you have the history on the family that built this or anything like that?" I said, "I feel like I'm seeing the number 10. Either 10 people lived in it," or I said, "and also 200, like," because it looked like it had, it was a very simple cabin, but it wasn't like a log cabin. It was, you could see the hand hewn, um, what the Quakers would do in where our town was developed, part of the Underground Railroad, a building I used to be in. It's crazy. And he said, and it was gray, it's painted gray, but you could see there was siding over top of the original wood. And he goes, "I want you to look down just under there," and you could see yellow. It used to be a yellow cabin. And he said, "I'm going to restore this cabin fully and keep it on the property." And then he's like, "Walk with me," and takes me all around. I felt like I was literally in the European countryside. Um, and I don't want to like tell about like we did a mini reading as we were walking, basically. But like he has built out these gardens. He's like, "I just want maybe people that they want to have weddings here." I was like, "But I don't want to charge anything. Maybe just get an invite and have some cake or something." He's like, I built it for my kids." He's got 5 kids. It's like, I built it in case my kids want to have a place to get married, in case one to do this. Hi, Jen. So he's just a really, really neat guy. And I'm glad that I trusted my spirit guides. Oh, but then But then wait, there's more. Oh my gosh. Okay. While we're doing this, by the way, TikTok, keep doing the tapping thing so we can get the numbers up, and feel free to comment as I'm talking. Or even just, I don't know, say things to keep the feed going, to keep me on the FYP. Thank you. So he's like, follow me. So we go down and around, follow this creek that was part of the natural property. And we come across 2 trees. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are fairy trees. That's one of those things that came out of my mouth that I didn't plan on saying. It was just, these are fairy trees. He goes, ooh, what's a fairy tree? I was like, and I explained to him, and I said, one of his concerns was maybe the Native Americans were upset that he'd built on the land because he had a lot of bad things happening in his life the last few years. And I was like, it has nothing to do with it. I was like, they actually appreciate, I could feel the overwhelming appreciation of the land and what you've done with it, because it's so well preserved. So anyway, and I was like, and I told him about fairy houses and how you can like make little fairy houses and do fairy offerings. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm totally down to do this. Like, okay. He walks me down under the highway. And it's not a highway. It's like a major main vein in Carmel. But there's a bridge. And we go under the bridge across to the other side of the street. And he goes, oh yeah, I own this too. There's a cabin that was built in the 1940s that he's completely restored. And there's a driveway and there's a big parking lot back there. And he's like, yeah, I completely redid this. It's really cool. Like, it was insane. And so we go through, he takes me through the house. It was stunning. Stunning. Yes, exactly, Todd. We do need more people like that. And he goes, do you think, what if, like Spirit Fest, that thing that I went to, what if we did one of those here? Or would you want to use my cabin like for a retreat or something like that? And the person, there was another lady that was walking with us. She's a marketing person that works for him. And she was like, she's the one that had told him to go to Spirit Fest, by the way. And I said, exactly. Yes, Tom, absolutely. And I was like, yes. Yes, the answer is yes. Of course we could. I like my wheels, because at this point I'm feeling like there's deer tromping through the yard, and um and I'm just like taking it all in, and I'm feeling the energy. I'm not sensing spirits walking around, but I'm also at that point, I'm just so using my eyeballs in awe about the work that he's done, because when I go into feeling mode, I don't see what's right in front of me always. And so I was trying to honor what he had done and like really look and appreciate what was going on. So I was in more of my thinking mind. And he was like, yeah, I mean, I could completely see having something like that here. And then he starts talking about all his ideas and all these things that he would want to do to allow it to expand and to grow. And he goes, do you think that that'd be something that people would want to do? Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like, this is something that's needed in this area, especially in this area. And so I know when do I get my plane ticket? And so we go back after an hour. It took us an hour to walk that property. That's how big it was. And there was a whole other barn that he had like completely built. And he was like, I think I can just like make this a guest barn. I don't know. Like, it was great. In some yurts. Yes. And like, there were just so many ideas that were coming. And of course, I'm like that creative person anyway. I'm always thinking of business opportunities or entrepreneurial ideas of way. And he's like, we could just like not charge anything. And I was like, okay, stop. We're not playing that. And the marketing director said the same thing. I was like, no, because you want to pay the people that are going to be doing this for you also. Like there's a way to go about this without gouging and doing the right way. But it was so cool. And then, so we're talking about all these different ideas, and he's like, okay, so new career, mystical festival director. That's got a nice ring to it. That does. But also Carrie and Michelle and I were literally just talking about having a retreat. I mean, literally just like 2 days prior, we're talking about having a retreat. It was crazy. So, so there's some things in the work. So we go back to the house and just to kind of wrap things up. And he's like, oh, wait, I wanted to show you something. And he hands me an old door knocker, right? And he hands it to me, and the lady that was with us says, "What is that?" And he goes, "I don't know. I just got this weird feeling to walk into this antique store, and I walked up to it and bought it." It was the weirdest thing. I was like, "That is weird. Let me see it." And I said, "It's a door knocker. You can see the four. There were like 4 holes where it would have gone into the door, and it had like the little thing, and at the top it had like a little man, right?" What's crazy is when Carrie was here for Trance Weekend, she was talking about Green Man, the god of like the forest and nature and spirits, right? And I had never really, I had seen that symbol, that Celtic symbol before, or the picture of the Green Man before. And there's one at Camp Chesterfield. She goes, "This is who I was talking about. This is who I was talking about. Da, 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 da." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Now I've got a face for it," right? So I took a picture of it, forgot about it. He hands me this door knocker, and at the top of the door knocker, it says 16. Like on one side, it says 16, 17. Then the door knocker's right in the middle. And then at the top of it, it's the Green Man. And yes, it's like a leafy head. And I said, "I'm pretty sure this is green." And I pull up my phone. I was like, "Okay, I literally just took a picture of this not too long ago." And so I pull it up, and sure enough, it's the painting looks exactly like the leafy head guy. And I said, "Let's look this up." He had just finished telling me the story about how he had built the house. He had the architect built the house around the trees, that he refused to remove trees. And I was like, "Well, I would say this is your sign that spirit approves. That spirit approves of what you've done here." And I said, "And honestly, as I walk through here, I get no ill feelings." I said, the native spirits still roam here. They loved this land. I said that whoever this lady was that was following me around, this grandmotherly energy, she loved the wallpaper. Oh, there was this one room that had the best wallpaper. It was gorgeous, stunning. I'm like, I feel like I need that wallpaper in my house. But she was like, "Oh, and I like the wallpaper." I had this little fun spirit, this cute little lady following me around. And I didn't really dive into if she was with him or if she was with the land or with the cabin. At the time, I didn't know the cabin even existed when the cute little lady was coming in. But then I said, when he was talking about this potential festival, I said, there are no festivals. There are no psychic fairs here in the area in our county in October. Spirit Fest, Camp Chesterfield had one last year, but they moved it from October to now they're doing it in December. And so I said, "You wouldn't even be trying to compete with anybody. It's in my world, it's needed." And I said, "And I would be really interested to see," because remember on that little door knocker, it said 16, 17. I said, "I'm going to look at the dates for next October and see what that falls for the 16th and 17th. It's a Friday, Saturday." You're welcome. You're welcome. Time needs to be compensated in some way. Oh, yes, Todd, I agree. And that's what I told him, but we're gonna dive into that later. Yes, I'm on the south side of Indy. We need more of yes, yes. So now he's really bad at communicating. So I'm gonna have to reach out to his administrative assistant and be like, okay, listen, we're gonna have to get me into a group chat with him and his marketing person that was walking around was sharing ideas also. So I can, if he's serious about it happening in the next year, I'm going to have to get this ball rolling because he's very scattered. He's extremely, I mean, he's very busy. There's a reason he's got this sprawling estate. And I'm sure he's a busy dude. Right. But what was cool was as he was walking around, not once did he check his phone. Not once. He was in the moment and he was like, let's talk about this. Let's do this. And it was just really, really cool. And then he went back and confirmed some things that I had said to him at Spirit Fest that he had to double back and like research. Not that I would remember anything that he did, but I know it is really cool. Like I'm excited to hopefully work. Spirit won't let him sleep until we have a retreat date. Well, and I'm hoping that if that's the case, then maybe we could do a retreat and see how the things go, like maybe next spring or summer. And then while also planning a Spirit Fest. Like he's got the room for it. And I'm just there were so many things that he said that made me realize that he's truly a good dude, a good guy. And you know how unless you're a good person, I don't have to work with you. You know, I have too many other things on my plate that I'm not desperate to work with people that I don't align with. And I'm very much in alignment. Kim, yes, I know. I've already said that. Kim would be a great contact for that. I agree. So I might have to take her out to lunch and schmooze her a bit. I wouldn't have to schmooze her. We're friends, but and I've planned I've planned festivals before, but for tap dance, I've planned concerts, I've planned events. This is all stuff that I've done before. I've got all the spreadsheets. But I would definitely want to consult with Kim on that because she's like the master of it. So yeah, who knows where this is going? I tried to explain it to my husband. He was like, okay, where is it again? It's just crazy. I don't know, Eva, would you like fries with that? You miss doing dance conventions. I'm going to be at a dance convention in a couple weeks. Not dancing, just showing up and observing, and making sure the kids are where they need to be. But I'll be staying at the JW Marriott with a discount, of course. What are you guys all drinking? I've got my watermelon lemon while they're still making it. So anyway, that's my exciting adventure this weekend or this past week. We got coffee. Yeah, I wish I don't do coffee. Isn't that crazy? I keep trying to. Lorna, hello, my friend. All you drinking coffee. Lucas is on the water. That's why we're friends, my friend. MGM Grand on the 11th. Ooh, I haven't been there in a minute. I was in Las Vegas a year ago. Oh my gosh, it's been a year. But we didn't go through the MGM. Remember back in the day when it was being built. Thanks. I do love me some tea. Coffee. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Ooh, peach mango green tea. Ooh, is that pretty good, Jenny? Bean water. I think that counts. Oh, ooh, that sounds terrible, actually. 7:40 a.m. I'm still in bed, herkle-durkling, no drinks yet. I'm telling you, I'm the same. I was the same way at 7:40 this morning. That's not true. My husband was out of town, so I had to get up and take care of the dog. And I was like, all right, back in bed, let's do it. And so we had some cuddle time, which was nice. Pea flower tea in a few. Ooh, or butter pea flower tea in a few. Interesting. I love that. Coffee beans. I get it. I get it now. Yes, and for some reason it's like filling also my favorite interest. Excuse me. Water and a sip of Mountain Dew. I mean, I was needing it this morning. I ended up waking up. I actually woke up with a really bad headache. I'm like, listen, I didn't even have anything yesterday that would justify a headache. I woke up with a bad headache and to the point, and then my internet wasn't working up until maybe like 2 minutes before I signed on. I had to reset my entire internet system because it's been giving me problems for the last couple of days. You have to call Metronet and be like, listen, it could be weather sinuses because it's gotten cold and I'm allergic to cold. I don't know if y'all know this. Oh, the Schumann resonance. Is it like off the charts right now, Ladora? It would make sense. So it would make sense. Spirit's been talking to me about some stuff. I'm going to be going live today at 12:15 with Nevermore Aries, who was on the show a while back. I'm going to be going live with her like 12:15, 12:30, but also with the person that was kind of, I'm trying to be positive. How do I say the positive things? Today's important date for Schumann. Ooh. See, I didn't know that. Anyway, so if you're on TikTok, friends, make sure you come back and watch at 12:15 because there's going to be we're supposed to be coming to some understandings. That's the goal. Yeah. Let's see. I've been sick since last Wednesday, but better now, but had been hurt. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. Good morning, Dream Queen. Good morning. So, it's 50 in Waco. 100%, Jenny. That's my plan. I trust Tammy. I'm going to be more of an observer than anything, to be honest. It's just going to be on TikTok. It's not going to be on all the platforms. Yeah. So make sure you're watching. Make sure you're following Nevermore Aries. But you're following me, so you should make sure you're getting notifications. So then you can go in and watch if you're interested. If not, no big deal. I'm not like the star of the show. I'm just a guest. So, and a somewhat active participant. But anyway, so I want to hear what you guys are doing for Halloween. So guess what I did? I am a sucker for Lucas. Are you still here, buddy? Dude, you're going to want to hear this. So, I am a sucker for when my mini dancers are like, Miss Lorenda, what are you going to be for Halloween? I'm going to be a dragon queen because my dragon crown is going to be coming today. It's going to be delivered today. So I'm just going to wear like I've got a full length black gown. It's not a gown, it's a dress, like a knit dress. And then I've got like a cape, a pretty cape, red, that's going to match my crown. So I'm going to be a dragon queen. Okay. And I will answer the door for trick-or-treaters in full character. The kids come to my house fully expecting me to answer in full character. Okay. That being said, I was like, but my dragon is struggling. I have a blow up dragon. I haven't even put it out because it's kind of in bad shape, but I hadn't found any that I really liked. Well, they were like, you should look on Amazon. I'm like, well, I've already looked. I hadn't found anything. And they were like, look again. This is their way of getting out of stretching, by the way. I'm like, okay, fine. So this is my hip hop team, by the way. So we look up the dragons on Amazon. There was a 3-headed dragon that's like 15 or like 9 feet tall, 15 feet, 9 feet tall. I was like, I have not seen this dragon. And it was like half the cost of the last dragon that I had. And then, so we start looking at all the blow up dragons. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I also have a projector that you put in the ground and it projects onto the house. And my house is white, and I've got a nice big white 2-story front, right? That I always project. It's a big dragon that looks like it's flying in front of the moon. So we got dragons. And so now I'm going to be like the dragon house. But also they were like, but what about this one? There was a castle tower with a dragon sitting on top of it. So now it's all going to track. It's all going to make sense. So I'm going to have the 2 dragons. Oh, I love Pete's dragon too. So I'm going to have my 2 dragons, the small one, and then the 3-headed dragon, which I've been talking for years about getting a 3-headed dragon Celtic tattoo to represent my 3 fire-breathing children. And so I just haven't done it yet. So I'm going to have 2 dragons, the projected dragon. I'm going to have my dragon crown that should come today. It's going to be a glorious day. It's going to be a glorious Halloween. Yeah. And I still have a full day today. I teach all night, and then so I've got a lot going on. I have a pretty crazy busy day tomorrow too, which is dumb. And people keep forcing their agendas on me. I'm like, it's Halloween. Do you not understand? Like, no, I shouldn't be working at all on Halloween. Everyone around here's jars full of skeletons. And see, I like the cool skeletons, but everybody has them. Like, everybody has them. So I don't do that. I'll have new dragons. So are you excited, Lucas? I'll make sure to send you pictures when they come and I get them in the yard. So I'm going to have to and it's raining and cold, of course. It's fine. I'll go out there with my big old coat and scarf and dramatic gloves and get everything set up and ready to go. Because on my porch, I have some decorations out already, but I didn't do my full one because, all my decorations, because my husband took out a bunch of the bushes out front. He's like, we're going to replace those. So I didn't do all that stuff, and I wasn't going to put my decorations out. And he goes, oh, well, I mean, I kind of got ahead of myself. We're not actually putting them in until November. I'm like, you couldn't have waited till November to pull them out, because you just completely disrupted my entire Halloween vibe. Like, everything that I planned on all my decorations are planned around our landscaping. What the heck? So I'm going to have to spend some time out in the cold, faking it till I make it. It'll be fine. But I also have this really cool animatronics thing that when kids walk up, it looks like it's this little short guy that's just like this. But when you walk, it's motion censored, and I've got a Ring camera. So this is the best thing ever. Kids walk up, it goes and it shoots up, and it talks, and it's really tall. It's 8 feet tall, and it scares the heck out of everybody. I love it. Yes, I am a lady dragon queen. And so, yes, I'll take pictures and videos and post them of everything. But I know it's so cool and then I also have I do have a talking skeleton on my porch. And then I've got a zombie that in the event of my death, Lucas inherits the zombie. It's written in the will. Lucas wants my zombie. So, right now the zombie fell over because I didn't do a very good job of tying him in place. And so he's face planted right now, but we'll have to pick him up. He's a zombie. He'll be fine. He'll be okay. So I'm excited for Halloween. I do love it, but I've just been so busy and kind of scattered with everything going on, and I just hadn't finished putting everything out. But I'm very excited for my Dragon Queen crown today, along with my French fry crown. You guys, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I can't wait for the first person to inappropriately come in here and ask, if I can tell them their future and just casually change crowns and hold up my mug. I cannot wait. Black garden fabric and 1 2-inch googly eye for office decor. Oh, listen, that's better than some. It's better than some. Well, I live in Switzerland and the plug is different. Well, now Lucas, remember, we don't plug him in. We don't plug in the zombie. Remember? Because he's broken and he never plugged in. He's battery operated. But remember, the thing broke. Hope to witness the changing of the crowns. Me too. I can't wait to get them. And hope you do also. So just make sure you guys are setting your notifications that when I go live, that you're going to see it, that you're going to get notified. So anyway, what's your favorite candy to give out? How do you guys feel about, okay, when you give out candy, let me ask you this, because I teach dance and I'm so conscious of like kids' allergies and stuff. Like we don't hand out candy in classes at dance just for, for allergy purposes, dietary purposes, respecting kid boundaries with like when I was growing up, we always got like our teachers always gave us candy at the different holidays, but we don't do that. We'll just do like a stamp on the hand or like we'll do fun choreography, but we don't give out candy. And so like at Halloween, I'm always super conscious of like peanut stuff. And like I always tell my husband, don't buy the Reese's. Don't buy the Reese's. I love them, but we'll end up eating them because I'm not handing them out. Guess what he just came home with? 3 giant bags of Reese's Cups. I'm like, dude, we can't give those out. And he's like, why? Not a mama. I'm like, yeah, if it was your kid with an allergy, then you would think twice. Yeah. So I don't let him buy. We don't give out things with peanuts in them just because I don't want to be that house that caused an anaphylactic reaction. Right. Handful of blackjacks. I like it. The Reese's are for me. You crack me up. I love that. I do love a good Reese's cup, especially out of the freezer. Well played, hubby. He gets so excited. Like the first thing he buys every single year is the big Child's Play, like Tootsie Roll, the Tootsie Roll ones. Every year he buys a big giant bag, like on October 1st. And of course, we eat the entire thing over the month. Yeah, right. The frozen Reese's. Mm-hmm. But I like to actually give out. I like to give out the Tootsie Roll stuff. Those are my favorites to give out, just because I know the allergy thing is like way low on those. Party gift bag for toy type things you can buy in bulk. They get candy from everyone. Oh, that is a good idea, actually. So one of the things I have to do today in between meetings, I've got 2 meetings today, is I'm going to have to go buy some more candy that is the kind we can actually give out. But yeah, I like that. Well played, hubby. He knows I'm not going to give out those Reese's. I had a dad ask if he could get candy too. I just so happen to have cheddar flavored crickets. Oh, that's awesome. So I used to, when my kids were younger and when Lucas lived next door and there were more kids, like I hardly know my neighbors now. Since Lucas left, I hardly know my neighbors at all. I wouldn't know them on the street. That's what's crazy in my cul-de-sac. Because everybody's different now. And like everything, like COVID changed everything. Like our neighborhood was really close. Like our little area was really close until then. We used to put out in the driveway, we'd have a big fire pit and, we'd have a tent. I would make Jell-O shots for the adults trick-or-treating. I would make hot chocolate, like a big crock pot of hot chocolate and for the kids. And then we'd have like stuff in there. Like we'd have like, the adults could have hot chocolate as well if they wanted to add a little in there. And then for like friends and family, like my mom and dad would always come over and a bunch of people would come over and I'd always make a huge giant pot of chili And so I'm getting excited. I get excited for Halloween, but the dynamic has changed. Like I'm just not since, especially since Lucas moved. Like he was my planning buddy. Like this was our time to shine, right? Lucas was Halloween, and it's just not the same since he moved. Um, so it's fine. I still enjoy because a lot of my dance students, Westfield, our town's not giant. It's big. It's fastest growing city in the Midwest right now. Fun fact. But like we're the only dance studio. And so, and a lot of our, in our town, and a lot of my kids live somewhat close by. And so I get a lot of my dance students that come in and they think it's so cool to see Miss Lorenda out in the wild. And again, I always answer the door in full character. They fully expect it. I'm pretty sure some of these parents are like, okay, we got to go find Miss Lorenda's house. All right, I'm missing some of these comments. My neighborhood used to have his own brewery. Oh, that's a good neighbor to have right there. My dad's neighborhood would do all the same thing. The adults were hilarious trick-or-treating. Yeah. Like, and you know what? If an adult has the nerve to come up and be like, trick or treat, I'll be like, you earned it. There you go. Where the wild things are. So, how is my dad, Lucas? He's fine. My dad, or are you talking about Matt? My dad's okay. My stepdad, Mike. Or are you talking about Matt's dad? There's so many things. We could be talking about so many things. Oh, I bet it was. And so like they're in the other cul-de-sacs in our neighborhood, a lot of times they'll have like big block parties and stuff, but I never go because I'm always hosting my own. Oh, my dad, he's fine. He's good. So I never get to go to other people's stuff. And then one year I sent out invites for a Halloween party, and I spent a ton of money and time preparing. It was for the people in my neighborhood. They'd always come, and like 0 people came. So I've not thrown a party since. I was like, did I piss everybody off? And they're like, well, no, we either didn't see the invite, or, oh, it was also cold outside. So people didn't want to come down to the party. I was like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. My grandpa used to have his neighbors whose house was like the Halloween house, and it was decorated like 4 out, but he has died. Aw. Yeah, I'm usually pretty well known for my decorations for my house. The kids will come from all of the neighborhood. I haven't had a party since you moved. Nope, I haven't. It's just not the same. It's not the same, Lucas. Maybe one year, instead of for Christmas time, you can come back for Halloween time. You should tell your dad that he's got to come back for Halloween. That'd be fun. That could be interesting. Then we could have a big party. So anyway, my crown's a little, I really need to get this thing fixed. Hello, Truth Wave Energy. How are you? Thank you. This is my Caradwin crown for those of you who are showing up now. My Caradwin crown. And here, look at my crown. I want you guys to look at it nice and close. It's witchy. It's witchy. There's like little cauldrons on it. Isn't that cool? Kat does such an amazing job on my crowns. It's incredible. I just love them. And this is kyanite, green kyanite. And I can't remember what this one is. I can't remember. Some sort of fluoride, I think. I don't remember. So there's green kyanite, and then there is a jasper, green jasper as well. And pretty rhinestones. And then this sunstone for my Leonis. I don't think you'll ever top the purple and yellow crown. I know, right? I was actually going to change it. I was actually put that on because this one, I love it, but I need to figure out how to get this. There's like this one thing. It needs to be shaved down because it digs right into my head. But yes, my Amren crown from Akatar, A Court of Thorn and Roses, Amryn. Yeah. This is my favorite. This is my favorite crown, but I cannot wait to get my dragon crown and the French fries, you guys. So once I'm going to do an unboxing. Yes. Thank you, Kelly. I am going to do an unboxing once I do get my dragon crown. And I just realized that because I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, that even if it was delivered, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't get that information because I'm on Do Not Disturb. Maybe I should look and see. Let's see what I've got. I'm going to look up. Let me see if I can, because I will get notification of delivery if it's delivered in my email. Nope, no notification yet. Bummer. That's all right. See if I can track it. Let's stalk my present or my dragon crown, shall we? I think it'd be fun. Let's see if I can find it. It just said it was out for delivery earlier. So, I'm not seeing it. Hold on here. Nope, I don't need deals. My account. Purchases. And I'm going to track my package. We'll see if it's. Oh, it's out for delivery, expected between 8:45 and 12:45. So it could have been delivered. Oh, shoot. My puzzle piece. But I just don't know it yet. I'm not getting the delivery notice. I haven't gotten a delivery notification yet from my notifications. Hello, Michelle. Oh my gosh, Michelle. My French fry crown's coming today. And I've already gotten to pull this up twice because we've had a couple people come in here, just drop their information. So I'm super excited about it. All right, let me go back to my stuff. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate you. You can feel, I know, right? Truth Wave energy. You can feel the energy from this crown. It's the grandmother stone. Is it lepidite? Lepidite? I forget. And yeah, this is up close and personal. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's stunning. And it is solid. I'm telling you that it's just amazing. So I cannot wait to get the dragon crown in real time. I got a picture, like she sent me a picture of it. In my French fry crown. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You guys. So how are we feeling overall energy? I know we talked about a lot. How are we feeling? How are you guys doing? I think we should pull some cards today. We should do some lepidolite. Yes, exactly. I'm afraid I'm saying it wrong, but it's AKA the grandmother stone. I think we should pull some cards. I think we should pull some cards today because it's Halloween. The veil is thinning. I have noticed, like, I know more things. Oh, I had last night we had Spirit Guides 101 class. Still batting 100. Every single person met at least one spirit guide. Been teaching this class for a couple of years now, for a few years now, and I have not had a single person leave there and not have met a guide or connected to a guide somehow. So, thanks, Alicia. It's a really good class. And what I love about that class is it is for anyone. It was only a one-time workshop, Shelley. It's only one-time workshop. It was just last night. I'm going to do another trance class after the first of the year. So come January, I'm going to do a trance class as well as another Spirit Guide 101 and a channeled writing. So I am going to offer my regular classes again, probably in January, February. Yeah. I love it. Good. And of course, when all that is, and right now, by the way, until tomorrow, I have a coupon, just FYI, for 15% off of QHHT, BQH reading, personal session, like a reading, a 45-minute session. So, and it's the code is, Yessie, if you're in here, I may have you put type it out, but the coupon code is Halloween 25. So at checkout, the readings or the classes are live and readings are live, to answer your question. So if you want to get a reading from me and you can go to get a reading, I think the tarot might be on sale also. There's about 4 or 5 different services that you can use that code on, save 15%. I don't do coupons very often. But it's just for like readings and services like that. Thank you, Yessie. Halloween 25. So you guys see the Halloween 25. And actually here, I'm going to put it right here in the comments. Coupon code for 15% off is Halloween 25. Let me copy that. I'm going to put it over here. There we go. No, I don't want, no, stop it. Oh, well, I think I just booted myself out of my live. Oh, there I am. Well, I might have goofed. When is the festival in December at Camp Chesterfield? It is the weekend of December 6th and 6th, I think. It's the same day as my Winter Wonderland show. So I can't do it. I can't go. I was really hoping they would have done another. Why in the world could I not add a comment? I totally ended my live video. Can someone go check Instagram and see if I'm still on? If it's still going? I tried to add a comment and then all of a sudden it was out. Yeah, our studio's not doing Nutcracker this year. We're actually just doing a Winter Wonderland, and we have actually more kids participating now because it's not Nutcracker. There we go. Okay. Well, we just got to coordinate. I'll be there. Okay. So I'm still going, Lucas. Okay, good. But I'm showing. It's okay. I see it now. It's updated. Cool. That was weird. Awesome. Just found out recently about Camp Chesterfield. It's a really great opportunity. A fun fact, I'm going to be doing their TikTok account. I'm starting that. They've given me carte blanche to start and do a TikTok account for them because they are, because they are a nonprofit organization. I want to look into what I can create a different account for that. So I need to look into that. And I know some other people like Patty Stovall Healer is one of them. She has a separate account for her nonprofit that she does for Sounds of Sarah. So I'm going to look into that. It gives me a little bit of time, but yeah, I'm going to be starting their TikTok, and that'll be stuff that I'll go up there and interview some of their mediums that none of their media, they don't have social media. They just don't. Like most of them do. Now Meg Wolsifer does, and her wife does, and they put like posting regularly. But really not too many of them post a lot. There's a couple of the younger generation mediums, but there's a lot of the older women, like even Reverend Glenda. I would love to go do a tour of her seance room and interview her and put that on TikTok. And maybe do a live from her place. So I think it's Spirit Camp is what it is. It's a spiritualist college. You can take classes there. You can live, like if you're a medium, you can live there. COVID changed a lot of things there. They actually offer a lot online now. You can do a lot of stuff online for certifications. And I go on, I read on the platform occasionally too. So anyway, I'm excited to start their TikTok account. And then, so when I'm up there, anytime I'm up there for myself, I get footage so I can come have B-roll content for them. So once that account is established, I'll have to make sure you guys all go follow it, because I won't be able to go live until I get like 1,000 followers. So maybe all 20 of you that watch regularly can at least give me a good start on that. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. And let's see what else is going on. I don't know, but let's pull some cards. I got my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck back because, I sold out. So I didn't have a spare deck here. And I had left these at Spirit Fest. Thank you. How cute is that? That was adorable. I love that. Thank you, Eileen. Oh my gosh. Also, hello. But I got my cards back, my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. And well, you don't come in here and just ask for the cards. You have to listen for the rules. But thank you for asking so politely. Thank you. Because some people just come in and be like, card. Is my life falling apart? So we're just now getting started. So I'm going to be using my Jack-O-Lantern Tarot deck, as well as my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Good morning, Jess. How are you? Good to see you. All right. So let's see. I don't know. Let me think. I think in honor of, okay, so should we do, I'm going to move this. This is like, okay. Oh, I hate when I do things like that. When I touch things, they disappear. This has been my whole day. Internet going out. I just made my title go away. I've knocked myself out of my Instagram once. Thank you. All right. So if you would like to get a card, and I'll bounce from each account. So be mindful of that. Make sure you're following all of my platforms, because I am going to be bouncing from platform to platform. Hi, Toonie. I don't know. Do I want to do a dragon or a pumpkin? What do you all think? What do you all think? See, I'm almost thinking pumpkin since it's Halloween. A witch. That's a great idea. Let's do a witch. Since my little goal thing is the witch's hat. Let's do a witch. I like it. Thank you, Roxanne. I like that. Yes. All right. We'll drop a witch emoji if you have one. If not, just type witch. It's fine. If you would like to be considered for a card. All right. So keep dropping them. You can spam away. Just spam away. Just drop them nonstop. Because then what I do is I cover the screen and then count to 5, and then I look to see who I'm drawn to, or who the first name that I see. Okay. So we're going to start in the TikTok world, actually. Actually, no, I'm not going to start in TikTok world. I want you guys to keep tapping and get me to 50,000. That's what I want you to do. I'm going to start over in YouTube. Let's start in YouTube, because I never start in YouTube. All right. Spam away, friends. All right. YouTube. We're doing the thing. The first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to be? Jazz. Woo! All right. You have the Page of Wands. There's a message coming for you today. Let's see what's coming. Message of self-love, self-care. And I know you said you've been sick, right? But I feel like there's something about you. You need to like kind of take care of yourself a little bit better. But there's a message coming for you regarding this. I'm trying to lean into this a little bit. Y'all should be tapping over here to get that up to 50,000. In the pursuit of self-love, each thought is a step, each thought is a step crafting the choreography of our destiny. Like a dancer who moves with intention and grace, our thoughts shape the stage of our existence, reminding us that thoughts are tangible things in the ballet of life. I feel like there's something about a message about taking care of yourself. So you might get a message from your doctor today. I don't know. There's something about you receiving an actual message about your health or self-care or something you can do to make yourself feel better. That's your vibration for today. Interesting. I love when spirit just does random things like that. That's all I'm hearing is like, do I change your diet or something? Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you to change your diet. I feel like there's some message that you're going to actually receive today, either an email or a letter or something that you're receiving today that's going to encourage yourself, something about doing something for yourself. Maybe you'll get a coupon in the mail for like a free spa treatment or something. I don't know. I feel like that's all I got. The witch is not very witchy, is it? It's kind of lame. It looks like a scarecrow, actually. All right, let's do the Facebooks. All right, here we go. We're doing Facebook. I'll pick the first witch I see on Facebook for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be on the Facebooks? Michelle. All right, Michelle, you get the Hanged Man. You're waiting for something. There's something you also need to see from a different perspective. Nourishing yourself. I do feel the messages are coming in weird today. That's bizarre. Okay. So I feel like with the Hanged Man, they're asking you to see something from a different perspective. And in a way that's going to help nourish. I don't know if this is a nourish your soul or actually nourish your actual body. But there's something that they want you to hold back on and see it from a different perspective. Like it's something that maybe you didn't like. If somebody says to you, you should cut out dairy, and you're like, whatever, I'm not giving up cheese. They're saying, but look at it from a different perspective. Like what's outweighing, right? So I wouldn't say that's just an example, but so nourish your soul in a sacred garden or go outside, feel grass. Where nature's symphony of flowers, butterflies, and the fae harmonize with your spiritual journey, bringing peace, joy, and profound inner connection. So maybe it is that they're just needing to nourish your soul a little bit, and just kind of hang back and wait. You need to nourish yourself and see things from a different perspective. There you go. That's your message. Thanks, Michelle. All right, let's go to. It looks like the only person right now. Oh, here we got two people over in the Instagrams. We have to give them a delay. They have a 10-second delay though. So we're going to do the Instagram. Make sure you're following all my platforms, by the way. In 5, 4. Okay, good, Michelle. 3, 2, 1. And it's Lucas. Excellent. Here we go. Lucas had like 20 witches there. Here we go. Queen of Wands. That's what I am. I'm the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is someone who takes charge of things. Yeah, so that way you guys can see it. Takes charge of things. But you also get Dancing Spirit. You get like the OG card, the Dancing Spirit Oracle card, which is dance is the hidden language of the soul, a conversation between bodies that expresses that what words cannot. When we dance, we connect with the universe. It's in these movements that we find the rhythm of life. Dancing is the whisper of the heart, transcending time and space, making our spirits soar eternally in unison with all that is and ever will be. I feel like, actually, you know what this is, Lucas? Are you going to be able to go live later? Are you going live to do some cards? I feel like that's what this is telling you. It's time for you to go. You should go live today or tomorrow and pull cards for people. That'd be fun. And I know you enjoy it. And also, like, teaching people. I know you like to talk about the Barker cabin and stuff. I feel like you need another live about that where you're teaching people and talking to people. Because I call myself the Queen of Wands. Saturday's your live. Perfect. Okay. You can talk about All Saints Day and you use the cards. I think that's a good idea. I think Spirit's giving you a thumbs up on that. Okay. Cool. All right. TikTok world. We're almost to 50,000. Come on, tap away. You can do this. We've got this. Well, I'll take a drink. I remember I'm not going to pull the cards until we get to 50,000. Oh, that was fast. Okay. Oh, thank you, Eileen. All right, now let's drop those. Let's drop those. The witches. The witches. Let's do it. And I will choose the first name that I see. I haven't done this in a while. I like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shelly. All right, that was for Shelly. Shelly. Oh, well, this is appropriate for Halloween. It's the devil, Bobby Boucher. It's the devil and shadows. Girl, you must be fighting some shadows right now. Are you like in a little bit of a slump or depression is what it feels like. And it feels like you're kind of deep diving a few things. That's awesome, Lucas. Deep diving a few things and like kind of unearthing a few things and kind of shedding some light on the shadows. And what you all know what that is, don't you? I didn't need to get my notification. Okay. I think it is. All right. Let's just finish up for Shelly and then I'm going to go get my crowns. I think it is. Because it's too big to fit in my mailbox. So they would have put it on my porch. Okay. So I'm going to finish up this for Shelly. Okay. I feel like from A Christmas Story, when you hear they're like, it's here. It has arrived. I'm doing well, Mark. How are you? I know. I'm going to go up and get it with the layup delivery. All right. So let me finish this for Shelly and then I'm going to get my package and you guys get to see it in real time. I'm going to unbox it right here. So you guys have to stick around and watch the unveiling of the 2 crowns. It's a major award. It's a major award. So Shelly, listen, you might have some shadows coming up for you right now. And Spirit's saying it's okay because it's time for you to unearth a little bit at a time and shed some light on those things that kind of bring you down a bit. But unearthing them doesn't mean you have to relive them. You can bring light to them and go, oh, that tracks. Okay. And then we can let them go. All right, all right, you ready? Okay, while I'm gone, I need you all to continue liking whatever it is on each of the platforms that you can like. Just like the heck out of it. And I want to come back to at least 100 shares. At least 100 shares. Okay. And I'm going to go get the delivery that just arrived. I'll be right back, friends. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. It's not my crowns. It's my dragons. Bummer. All right. Well, I have 2 dragons on my porch now. Or like my dragons have arrived. I know. But when you see my new crown, you might rethink that. I was just talking about you, Kim, actually. Like we were having a whole conversation about you. I'm just saying. So my new dragons are here, which is exciting. But not my crowns. Bummer. That's all right. We still have time. We still have time. She was very attentive, wasn't she? So kind of bummed that wasn't my man. I'm really bummed. All right, let's get back to readings then. We'll keep doing readings. And maybe in the time that I'm here, that on the live, we got 30 minutes left. Usually my mail's here by now. So it is 11:30 here for me right now. I'm on Eastern time also. So, all right. Whew, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to go back to the tube of you. Back to the tube of you. If you would like a card pulled, drop a witch emoji. Okay. All right. I'm going to choose the first witchy YouTuber I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Kelly. Woohoo! Kelly Bobelli. All right. We have the King of Swords. Also, do you guys like my Queen of Swords earrings? Isn't that cool? All right, Kelly, King of Swords, coming in with synchronicity. I feel like today there's something about, there's a King of Swords around you. And when I think of King of Swords, I think of doctors, lawyers, people who keep their head above their heart, that they can still be compassionate people, but they have the ability to kind of check out of their emotion, to step into their power a little bit and be in thinking brain. And there's some synchronicity. There's something you are connecting with someone in that way. So like I said, either like doctors, lawyers, or somebody that you're connecting with somehow today, or you're being challenged to step into your own energy of making a difference in your own life, by checking your emotions at the door and thinking through something. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kelly. There's something that's like, and if you can do that, there's going to be a lot of synchronicities that happen. There's some things that come together and some things that come into clarity for you. And you're like, oh, okay. Okay. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. That was on the tubes. Let's do. Oh, we have more people over in the grams. Let's go to the gram. All right, you ready? If you want a card over in the Instagrams, you have to drop a witch or say witch or something, whatever. And I'm going to choose the first name that I see. I have to. It's a delay, so I got to give them a second. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Nobody. Oh, there we go. Kim. I knew it was delayed. I was like, nobody. But Kim. It's so cool that we were talking about you. And then here you are. 10 of Wands. Oh, this fits for you, girl. Okay, 10 of Wands. So for a little background, Kim does literally everything for everyone at camp. She's the one that plans, sets up, does all the things for Spirit Fest. She's an overachiever, really. She does the grounds work. She does all the things. So she tends to carry a weight for everyone. Oh, I was just talking some smack. I'm just telling you. No, actually, I'll circle back and talk to you because I have questions. Anyway, But Todd brought your name up earlier. But what comes with that is balance. What? What, Kim? This is saying that you carry the weight of too many things on your own shoulders and you need better balance. I don't know. No. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. So today is a day for you. Your overall vibe today is for you to say, "Oh, that's cute. So here, I'm not going to carry this wand for you today because I got too much going on," and you're going to hand it back to them. So, the people, I know we know we're on the same page with this, right? You're going to let people. I know too much at this point. So, but I do feel like you're able to hand back some wands and go, okay, cool. There you go. You want this? There you go. Here you go. And then that's going to create some better balance for you anyway. It is a recurring message. I know. It's so weird. It's like you're not listening. Or maybe you're listening, but maybe you're not implementing quite yet. Or maybe today's Spirit's way of acknowledging that you are making that better choice. Okay. Do you ever eat a piece of candy and it just gets like stuck in your teeth and you just can't make it move? That's what I got going on. Good. Okay. You're on it. Good. I'm proud of you then. I mean, I'd be proud of you anyway, but anyway, all right. So let's go back to what platform. Oh, it's TikTok time, right? Yeah, let's do TikTok. If you're in the TikToks, let's go ahead and drop the witches if you would like a card. We'll let the things keep going. All right, here we go. Okay. Yes, go delegate and say no. Awesome job, Kim. See ya. All right, I'm going to choose the next person I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Lisa Sozo. Lisa, you get the star card. This is my master teacher, Star is what I call her. And that comes with rhythm. All right, so the star card represents the renewal after a tower moment. So when your world is falling apart, after the house is done burning down, the star says, okay, cool. Well, let's just wash away all this ash and soot. And look, we have a perfectly good foundation here. So why don't we just build something that we really like? I mean, sorry it burned down, but let's just rebuild, right? And that's what the star card is talking about, rebuilding. And as you rebuild, you're going to find a new rhythm. I feel like there's a new opportunity for you to reestablish a new rhythm in something and kind of get in your groove. And I'm going to read this because, it's cool. Man, whoever made this deck is really awesome. Life's spiritual journey is like a rhythmic tap dance, echoing the heartbeat of our existence. With each step, we create a beat of growth and consistency, tapping into the pulse of learning. It's in the tapping, synchronized with our heart's rhythm, that we dance toward enlightenment and understanding while being assured we are still human. Okay. So keep tapping. If you're not getting a reading, you should still be tapping, friends. So I feel like this is a setting a new pace, setting a new rhythm in your life. There's something about it's like a second chance at life for you. And that while things might be feeling like they're crashing down around you, it's just saying, we're clearing the way for you. We're clearing the way for you. So you can establish this new rhythm. So I hope that makes sense for you. I love those kind of messages. You're welcome. All right. Back over here to the YouTube and Facebook people. I think we're going to do like 2 more readings. I am going to call it early today just because I've got to do this another live after this. Oh, okay. Well, and are they heart issues by chance? Also, why did my toilet just randomly flush? Like we have a urinal in the downstairs bathroom. we bought the house and it was already here. We did not do that. But it just flushed and it's turned off. Like it's turned off. You can't use it because we had issues with it and it just flushed. Dogs aren't down. The dog is upstairs. She has no access down here. There's a gate up. Okay. I was just curious with the rhythm card coming up. That's why. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It'll be on TikTok, Lucas. I'm going to be a guest in somebody else's live. I don't know that you'll want to watch it anyway. It's putting topics to rest. If any of you, those of you who follow me and have watched the videos for the last couple of months, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Whew. First name I see in the Facebook, YouTube world is Facebook, I think is what we need to be doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and whew, Tammy, woohoo! Tammy Neiman, you get the sun card, woohoo! Sun card is awesome. I hope it's sunny where you are. And Flow. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards, by the way, the Flow card. Just because it's just so pretty and exciting. And I'm trying to get it on my other camera here. I feel like for you, Tammy, the overall arching vibe for you today with the sun card is that energy of turning your face to the sun, right? I feel like something disrupts your flow today. Yes, I'm glad. Okay, beautiful sunny day. There's something that comes along that might disrupt your flow today, that might get in your way or make you stumble a little bit. But I feel like Spirit is saying, but with this sun energy, you're able to you're really able to glide through it. And I feel like this is just Spirit's way of saying, heads up, something might create a hiccup for you, but don't worry about it. Because you're energetically in a place you're going to be able to be like, oh, look, a stumbling block. I'm just going to step over it kind of thing. So I would say don't stress about it. That the sun has got you and just turn your face to the sun, just like the sunflowers do. Just like the sunflowers do. I'm seeing if I get any other downloads from that. Mm-mm. That's all I heard was there's going to be a disruption in your flow, but don't worry, you have the power of the sun with you. All right. Interesting. Sometimes I like it when they're short and sweet. All right, friends, look at that. There's only 14 people in here. Let's go. Share, share, share. Tap, tap, tap. All the things. All right. So, oh, I see Isaiah's in here. What's up, dude? What platform am I doing next? I did back over here in the gram. I'm back over here in the gram. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm back to gram. All right. Think the message was also for me? Could be. All right. In the gram, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I have to pause because it's so delayed over there. You guys, let's get to 100,000. We can do that. And let's get to 200 shares. I have to let it catch up. All right, because it's delayed on my end. All right, who's going to be? Little Bees Photography Indie. Ooh, wait, who are you? I don't even know who you are, but check it out. I love this. All right. You get Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So learning something new that'll enhance your job. I feel like or a message about your job. It sounds like you're probably self-employed. Compassion, like a compassionate guide, meet others where they are on their spiritual path. In the understanding of diverse journeys, we weave a tapestry of unity, embracing the unique colors each soul brings to the shared quest for enlightenment. So I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to learn compassion from either from someone else today, or you're going to have a moment today where you're going to be able like, okay, I'm going to have to step back and learn a little bit of compassion. But it's also, it might be job related. It might be actually somebody might say something that you're like, oh, wow, you said that out loud. And you might have to kind of deconstruct a little bit and realize it's not, even though it might be offensive. And I'm just giving you a really broad example, by the way, that while it might seem, I feel like you're going to be called upon to look at something from a compassionate point of view and maybe um, not judge a situation as much as you'll want to. That happens to me a lot these days. People just say things. I'm like, wow, you really felt like you could say that to me. Interesting. Okay. Um, and oh, wow, you really think that. And you just said it out loud. And I feel like, so there might be an opportunity for you to have a little compassion for something, and I do feel like it's an opportunity for you to learn. Because pages are also learners. And because it's the Pentacles, it's something that it might be job related is what it feels like. Interesting. But now inquiring minds want to know how that's going to play out. Interesting. All right, I'm going to do one more card, and I'm going to call it quits for a few minutes early today, just so I can get reset. We can all use more compassion every day. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for the reminder of that. I can be harsh sometimes. The Capricorn me is very direct. Ooh, yes, Capricorns can be quite direct. But that's awesome. Decline. And yeah, and just I find that in an artistic, I teach dance. I'm in an artistic field as well as this, but because of where I live, people assume I have certain viewpoints when they meet me, and that I don't. I engage more in the artistic type platform of belief systems versus the county I live in. So people feel emboldened to speak to me a certain way sometimes, assuming that I align with them. And I have to often step back. And that's what I was reminded of when I pulled those cards. That sometimes as a Leo, I'm also a big fiery energy. I don't know if y'all knew that about me or not. That a lot of times I'll set you on fire before I deal with your bullshittery. So, and sometimes I do have to step back and go, okay, that's coming from someplace. I have to have compassion for that. And yes, I can be a little harsh too. I don't know if you, I don't know if you realize that. Right, Raven? It sure does. Sure does. All right. I'm going to pull one more card. Well, maybe two. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still not at 75,000. I thought we were going to get to 100,000. He's the same way, Dan. I love it. All right. Ooh, my ears are ringing. Aries moon and Sag rising will set everything on fire. Yes. I have my big three are Leo, Taurus, and Aries. I've required a lot of therapy in my life to, not set everything on fire, and then stomp it out and then set it on fire again. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to pull a card. I'm not going to pull any cards. I think I'm just going to call it on cards. I don't know why. I'm getting like this weird feeling. I know what this is. I know what so this conversation I'm having at 12:15. I'll be back on TikTok only at 12:15 ish. Hold on. Let's see if she loses her mind. Maybe that's why they were like, you're done doing cards. That was an awful quiet one. Like that was just somebody walking by. Okay, I'm going to go look. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, please. Tap, tap, tap. Give me to 100,000 over here in the TikTok world. 100,000. I'm going to see if it's here. I'll be back. What did you see, Olive? What is out there? What is out there? It is here, you guys. All right. It's here. Okay. That's why Spirit was like, nah, you're done doing cards. Like, but that was funny, wasn't it? I was like, I feel like I'm done doing cards. Why is that? And then she barked. All right. Now these do take a minute to get into. Like she tapes them up like crazy. All right. So just so my crown person is, she used to go by Mystic Mind Designs, but now she goes by Dame X Made. And if any of you ever want like a custom crown done, and she actually keeps, she also has stuff that she makes ahead of time that you can just buy as is. Okay, so I got 2 crowns in here. Let's see which one's coming first. Which one's this? You guys! Okay. All right. But we are like bubble wrapped in here. We gotta get the bubble wrap off. Okay, taking this one off. Oh, this crown couldn't have come like at a more perfect time. Oh, I love the drum roll. Yes, drum roll, please. It's the dragon crown. Oh my goodness. How freaking awesome is this? Oh my gosh. This is stunning. This is stunning. Wow. Man, she outdid herself on this one, right? How amazing is this crown? Okay, I got to put it on. And there's no little thing in the middle to poke my head. Oh, this is going to get me through today. Did anybody else just see that orb just now? I'm just wondering. That just went over my head. Did anyone just see that just now? That was literally like a thing going over my head. That was cool. Okay. She's so perfect. Okay, I'm going to, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. All right, let's get my other one. This, we have the French fry crown is up next. I'm totally wearing this on the live at 12:15. She's stunning. Like, oh my gosh. And at this point, Kat knows me so well that she knows. Like, she just knows what's up. This one has a lot more stuff on it. This has more stuff on it. Okay, this is going to be hilarious. I saw the pictures of this. Dang it, if I can even get into it. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is the long-awaited French fry crown. I'm going to put this aside for no, I'm going to leave it on for right in a second. You guys, this is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to get to it without breaking anything. So she really tapes them in here so they can't go anywhere. This is amazing. Get out. Get out of here. Come on. The world wants to see you. This is freaking hilarious. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at the French fries with all the rhinestones. This is hysterical. God, she did it. She outdid herself. This, oh man, this is great. This is great. Okay, I got to put this one on. I've never done one of these 2-tier crowns. It feels very regal, don't you think? Wait. You guys, these are hilarious. This is hilarious. I'm dying right now. This is great. Live is not eligible for recommendation. Outside take. No, that's not true. Well, now I'm restricted. Why? There's nothing to restrict. Hold on. I'm appealing it because there's nothing to talk about. Why do they do that? I don't understand. All right. This is hilarious. This is absolutely hysterical. Yep. This is hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah. I know, right? How funny is this? Like she went down to the details, like with this is great. Do you want fries with that? But the best part is the rhinestones, like just to make it fancy. And the French fries with the ketchup. Hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kat has outdone herself. But now let's go back to this dragon crown. Man. So you can see like all the details, all the stones in there. This is stunning. That was pretty funny though. I think I'm done doing readings now. Turns out I really was. I was really done doing readings. Love it. So what do you guys think? Think that was a good choice for the dragon crown? I think it was a stunning choice. And I'm definitely wearing it in that live at 12:15 because I'm going to need my dragons with me. Yeah. I love it. I love it. It's stunning. Like I'm totally wearing this for Halloween too. Yes, I'm going to wear this one with my costume. I am. Yeah, I love this. It's not too big, not too small. Like it fits perfectly on my head. And it's just, and these are all, just so you guys know, if you ever want a custom crown from her, like even the back it's glued and reinforced with like glitter glue. Like and it doesn't go, these things don't go anywhere. It's awesome. Hey, Rob, I see you in here. How are you, my friend? Yeah, these are fantastic. Wow. I feel like my dragons are loving it. What do you think? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, probably because you actually work on days that you like have a real job and stuff and work while I'm doing my live. Yeah, I bet you are busy. Make sure you guys follow Intuitive Intention. He has a lot of the deck. I use a lot of his decks, or I use a couple of his decks in a lot of my readings. I love his decks. There. Hey, hey, Rob, you know how I like talk about being like, do you want fries with that? When people just come in, like they shout their business. I got a French fry crown to go with that. This is hilarious. I love this so much. So much. Like this is like Christmas right now for me. But this crown is stunning. I'm loving it. I'm gonna have to wear next week. I'll have to wear this with my Bisgayeth, because if you're a Fourth Wing girly, like if you've read the Fourth Wing Empyrean series, yeah, I know that was funny, wasn't it? So yes, I'm loving this. And on that note, whew, I know, Amy, you know what? You're right. Because I was actually going to say that. I was actually thinking, I was envisioning a place like a shelf that I can put all my crowns on. Because especially in the new house when we move like in a year or whatever, It'd be cool if I could have like, just like, get like an IKEA bookshelf that has like the squares, like little cubbies, and put lights in them, and then put all my crowns in there. I think that'd be really cool. I'm just saying, I think it'd be awesome. I know, I'm glad you guys were here for the unboxing too. Yes, I know, right? I only wear this necklace literally like this time of year. I don't wear it very often. But I think it vibes. It's got my dragons. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys, it made my whole day. I needed this. You have no idea how much I needed, because today I'm going to be dealing with it in the live coming up. It's going to be a struggle, but I'm going to be fine. And then I'm meeting with the people who own the land right behind my dance studio, who are currently trying to cut it off where I won't have access to my building. I have a meeting about that today. And then I teach for 5 hours, 5.5 hours with no break. So that's what I've got going on today. So I needed this boost. I needed the crown. I needed my dragons with me. I really enjoyed all of you coming in and just listen, rewrite it, Don, right? Really enjoy. I'm very appreciative of all your support, especially for those of you who show up every week and are so kind and so supportive. And I really, really do appreciate every one of you. And I know I probably don't say that enough. But thank you, especially thank you to Yessie and my other moderators, Ladora, and I haven't seen Regina in here yet today. Rose was in here earlier, but I just really appreciate, and those of you who are practitioners that when you see me come to your live, like Rob, and who shout me out every time, thank you, thank you. Yeah, they are. This couldn't have come at a better time. It couldn't have come at a better time. I've got a lot of people coming at me right now in different directions, and I need that strength. So I really, really appreciate you guys supporting and just listen to me ramble. Like, that's all I do, really. I am working on lining up people I have people that have said, yes, they'll come. I got to get organized and get people on the show. Thank you, Ladora. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Amy. I know, I'm excited. Like, this is making my whole day right now. This is good. I might just wear it the entire day. I mean, we're all dressing up at the studio, so I might just wear it the rest of the day. I feel like that's going to happen. It's definitely happening. I'm wearing it. I'm not taking it off, except when I change my clothes. That's it. And I might even wear I think I'm going to wear my, I don't know what I'm going to wear to the studio today. I have to teach hip hop, so it's not heavy at all. It's actually probably like this one. This one is heavy compared to the others. Just because there's so much on it. It's heavier, but it's not like impossibly heavy. This one's fairly light in comparison. It's about the same as my Outlander crown, my Outlander one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. My nails even match. And my lipstick. I'm a whole vibe today. I feel like we're going to be good today. So anyway, I'm going to go. Have a fantastic afternoon, everybody. I appreciate everyone. I know they are big. Love you all. Happy Halloween. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, but I've got, oh my gosh. Wait, 100K. Oh, I'm not seeing that. I'm only seeing 91.9 on my side. So that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You got me to over 200 shares. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic day. Come and make sure, if you can, come and support in a little bit. That'd be amazing, because again, I'm gonna be my very professional self. There we go. Love you all. Okay. Bye, friends.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe now, and we will